Did you know that you are probably using ChatGPT Toddler Edition? That's right, you're dealing with ChatGPT like it's a toddler, not like it's that trained, professional, expert coworker that you expect it to be. And that's because you haven't set up your personalization results. Results? Settings. And we are going to walk you through how to do that today. Who am I? I'm David Pengelly. I run Validagenda, an AI agency helping businesses realize value and get ROI from implementing AI and automation tools. And I've spent thousands of hours using ChatGPT, so you don't have to, and you can just learn my insights and take them and run with them. So we are going to look at how you can turn ChatGPT from being a toddler into an adult. And what do I mean by toddler versus adult? Well, when you've got a toddler and you want them to do a particular task, like put their blocks away, you kind of have to explain every single time. Now we put this block and put it there. Yes, I know. We did this yesterday. Take this block and put it there. It knows who you are. It's like, oh, you're my parent. I know you. I know where things are in this house. I know what a block is. It does remember things. It doesn't have full amnesia, but you have to articulate specific instructions over and over again. Whereas if you configure ChatGPT well and properly, you shortcut all of that, and then you can start dealing with it and getting real impactful results. So I'm going to walk you through a few different ways you can set up your personalization results. Maybe you've already tried and it didn't really feel like it made much difference. You go, Dave, I tried personalization. It didn't do anything. Well, maybe you didn't quite set them up right. I'm going to help you see better ways, stronger ways to get your personalization settings right. So let's dive into some walkthroughs now and have a look. So here we are in ChatGPT. Now, this is not my main account. This is a free account that I've spun up here. And I've got a few different chats happening in the sidebar. I was, talking to it about trying to do some day trading and some currency trading, and I've put a few charts in there. And so I've had a few chat threads with it, but not a lot. Now, you've probably had a lot more in your instance than this one. That's really, really useful because you've fought with it. You've said, no, I don't want that. I want this. I would like it like this. Can you do like this? You've been talking to it like a toddler, and you can take all of that knowledge and use it to form your custom instructions. So you can write in here, based on our previous chats, please write up some custom instructions for my personalization settings. Now, here's a secret hack. Output as Markdown in a code block. So there's this way of writing things using Markdown where it puts hashtags and stars for headings and bold. And ChatGPT's LLMs really love reading Markdown. So if you tell it to Markdown and put it in a code block, then you'll get this plain text block ready just to put straight into your personalization settings. So I'm not going to tell it what I want. I'm asking it to infer from our previous chats. And I don't have a lot in this instance, but we can see here it is. And this is that Markdown format I was telling you about where it's sort of hash is like a heading 2 with stars for bolding and stuff. And it goes, how I'd like ChatGPT to respond, my background and preferences, what I consider helpful, what to avoid. Now, I might want to tweak and change this, but I can just copy this, hit the copy code, another great benefit of using these code blocks. And then I come to my settings here, personalization, and I can drop that into custom instructions. So now every time I ask ChatGPT a question, it's going to insert this above my prompt. So this is like, I don't need a magic mega prompt every time to get the right results. Now it's automatically going to process this mega prompt every single time I talk to it. So I'm going to start getting more standardized results and better communication out of ChatGPT just by doing this simple process. So if you've been using ChatGPT for a while, that's a really good shortcut way of getting your custom instructions written. But maybe you haven't been using ChatGPT very long. Maybe you're just getting started with it. Maybe you're a bit more like this one where you've got a fresh, clean account that you haven't done anything in. So in this one, here's one I prepared earlier, just for speed. I said, I'm an accountant and I want to set up custom instructions for my ChatGPT profile. Can you ask me about my preferences and then build a best practices custom instruction system prompt for me? And he goes, absolutely. And I ask a bunch of questions, your work context, your tone and communication style, how you want me to think, tasks you want me to optimize for. And so it asks all these things. Now, importantly, right at the top here, I told it I'm an accountant. So if you tell it your role, then it will tailor the questions it asks you to be more specific and appropriate for that particular role that you're setting up for. In example, it's like, do you want to talk about explaining accounting concepts? Are you doing tax research? Are you doing auditing support? If I hadn't told my role, these questions would be much more generic and arguably a lot less valuable in the output that we're going to get. So ask me all these questions, and I just gave a bullet points back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, again, quick hack, if you just hit enter key, it's going to send it. Shift-Enter gives you a new line. Just tiny little mini hacks that'll help you use the tool better. And also, amazingly, if you accidentally hit enter and go on ChatGPT before you're ready, just stop it and then come and hit the edit pencil and then hit Shift-Enter and finish writing your prompt. That way you don't have to go, oh, I only got half the thing, gave me half a broken response. Hit edit and actually finish the prompt you want it to, and then continue the chat. Just little mini hacks that I find really helpful. So here it is. I didn't tell it to do Markdown or code. So it's just given me normal bold headings and emojis and things in here, which, you know, you could paste that in and it's going to work pretty well. But for me, I like those markdowns. So I say, can you make this markdown in a code block? And it goes, sure, here it is. Gives you the full thing. You can go and edit and tweak that and then drop that into your custom instructions. One of the traps people fall into is they might say, I would like you to be direct. Don't use M dashes. Don't make things up. And that's all they put in. They put in just a couple of brief sentences. As you can see from these examples, ChatGPT likes a lot more verbosity. Verbosity. The more detail you give it, the better the outcomes. The more defined you are around the roles and the things you want it to do, the better the outcomes you're going to get. So don't fall into the trap of just trying to put in a few sentences. Get ChatGPT to expand on that and write some best practice stuff. So there's a couple of quick tips on how you can personalize it, and you're going to get a much better, more consistent, more professional response. We saw recently when ChatGPT 5 launched, there was a lot of complaints on the forums with people going, oh, it's lost all the personality. 4.0 was so much better. For me, because I'd already defined how I wanted to work with ChatGPT, I barely noticed a difference, to be honest. And then when 5.1 dropped, it started using my name more. It got friendly. So on that, here's one last final master tip you can take in. With ChatGPT 5.1, actually for ChatGPT for a while now, they've had this concept in the system here of base, style, and tone inside the personalization settings. So you can have default, professional, friendly, candid, quirky, efficient, noisy, nerdy, cynical. Which one's right for you? Well, based on your custom instructions, based on your experience with ChatGPT, it might change. So one of the things that I like to do sometimes is I just took a quick screenshot of these things, because if I try to tell ChatGPT which personality should I use, it doesn't always know exactly what you're talking about because it's a computer. It gets confused. But now with my accountant instructions here, I can put in a screenshot of those different personality types and just say, for these instructions, what would be the best personality type from the list? And it's going to give me some advice. Let's just see this one run up live. Pick professional. Your custom instructions call for formal communication, precision, clarity, and risk awareness. Professional fits that. Friendly, quirky, nerdy, or cynical would dilute accuracy. Efficient would cut details you said you want when needed. Candid is too casual for accounting work. So there you go. Based on your custom instructions that it writes for you, it can also then recommend the personality that's also then going to inject flavor and change the way it responds to you. So there's a few hacks and tips that might get you moving forward. If you want more help and support in getting involved with any of these things, you can hit up my website at validagenda. You can book a 15-minute free call with me just to discuss things and see whether we're a fit and whether I can help you. And of course, there's also my Substack, davidpengelly.substack.com. All the links will be down in the notes at the bottom there, of course. But you can access this where I publish regular free tips, insights into AI usage. So please subscribe for free to the Substack. And if you want to call and talk more about how you're using AI and if I can help you out a little bit more directly, go to validagenda.com. All those links will be in the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Once you've got your custom instructions in place, you are ready for step 2, which is setting up projects using project instructions. And I've got a video about that there.